G10 reports. We're just at home today. Thought I'd do a little bit of a live to raise some awareness about what we're getting up to tonight with the flagmen of Derby. The plan is to be out again this Friday from about 6 o'clock till about 8 o'clock. So for around 2 hours, providing hot drinks, hot meal options, limited hot meal options, admittedly, but soup and like pot noodles, sandwiches. That's due to like cooking restrictions. Obviously, it's not so easy to be setting up like, a kitchen outdoors, especially not when you're relying off donations. So that, as I said, they will be providing some like soup, tea, coffee, things like that, some sandwiches. There's always coats and blankets on offer for those that need it, and other essential bits and pieces. But we've had some donations this week, so we thought we'd show you what we're putting that towards. Obviously, we've got the dog food in the background there. Dogs can't choose whether or not to be homeless, so we always try and provide some dog food to anyone who is homeless and comes along with a dog. That's something we, as animal lovers, try to make sure. But what are we putting inside these packs then? So one of the most requested items by the homeless are socks. As you can see, they're not super expensive. We went and bought out a couple of packs of these, obviously 2 for £11.50. Shout out Sports Direct. Not sponsored obviously, but yeah, they come in clutch for things like this. So what goes inside the bags, we'll show you. Just get these open, take a little Ziploc bag like these. Obviously, the bags are handy. They can keep things in them, keep things dry, such as a pair of socks and a spare pair of socks. So socks are definitely high up on the list of requested items. So we'll be making sure we keep socks in stock to be replenishing the sources, as obviously they are wanted and needed. So yeah, we get 2 pairs of socks in every pack. So there they are, just tucked in the bottom. Then for things like keeping your face shaved, keeping your maybe armpits if you're a lady, or other areas, it's nice to be able to have a razor to shave. So to go with the socks, we add a razor, and then on top of that we have more hygiene products. So we buy these in multi-packs, so they're a little bit cheaper, and just break them down. Bar of soap goes in for cleaning. Last week we did toothbrushes and toothpaste. Not last week, the last time we went was 2 weeks ago. So this is an event held every 2 weeks by the flagmen of Derby. They go out and help the homeless with the donations that they are given, and as we've been invited along for a bit of good publicity for them, spread what they're doing, raise a bit of awareness, we thought it's only right that we start getting some donations together, as well as donating some money ourselves to go into these packs. So any donations that we get from any lives, so if you guys sent like a super chat or a super like, or however it works on here right now, then 100% of the money I receive from that, and from like memberships, things like that, goes directly to the homeless. Not always the homeless, but to a good cause in my local area. I'm NG10 reports, so with in and around NG10 postcode. So we're looking at like more locally Long Eaton, Breaston, Sandy Acre, Ilkeston, and so on, and then further afield like Derby and Nottingham and Leicestershire, things like that. So any money that you guys give, any viewers give to the channel, goes directly to good causes like that. I make the money from the ad revenue. You guys, anything that you guys put in goes directly to the homeless. And just as a last little pick me up, this week we've got a little strawberry cake that goes in there, so just a nice little treat to take along after they've had their sandwich or their soup or their cup of tea, or all of the above. So there's no limits as long as they're reasonable. Obviously, we don't just have it as a big free-for-all snatch and grab. Let's get making up some of these packs, and maybe you guys could give some suggestions of what other good things could be in the packs. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, we also we're going to take from each week some handy bags. They're basically just carrier bags. Again, like the Ziploc bags, they come in handy for keeping things dry, for taking away donations, because people do donate coats, blankets, sleeping bags and the like. So it helps us somewhere to keep things dry, especially at the minute where it's raining all the time. So we'll crack on building up some of these packs. You know how it goes. Each pack, you get 2 socks. 1 sock in the bottom left, 1 sock in the bottom right, and we get it done. Razor with the cap, fresh bar of soap, new packet to open, fresh packet of soap, and a little sweet treat pick me up. So that's it, another homeless pack complete. These, just from being there and speaking to the homeless, feel like you make a bit of a difference. Imagine the amount of people that walk past each day, don't even acknowledge like their existence pretty much, completely ignore them. Just to sit and have a conversation would make the world of difference. So if next time you see a homeless person on the street, if you don't necessarily want to give them money, or you haven't got money to give, which is understandable, everyone has always got time to give. So if you spend 10 minutes treating that person as a human, you will make a difference to them. So yeah, let's get another one of these packs made up, get motoring along. So another 2 pairs of socks, 1 pair and 2 pair. Don't forget, guys, this is every other Friday outside St. Peter's Church in Derby from 6 until 8. The Flagmen of Derby give up their time, their money and effort to support the homeless. They have managed to already get 1 guy housed off the street and into a property. They're still supporting him with like tinned goods and food donations, but they have got him officially off the street. I forgot the sweet treat. So yeah, they are really are doing great work. We had a little visit from the police last time when we was in Derby. Nothing negative. They'd heard like we'd called in for somebody who needed some mental health support. But they'd already been taken by a member of the community, one of the Derbyshire Flagmen of Derby, made sure he was okay, and got him sorted out. And as for cries of racism, if you do see the last, because they raise flags, a lot of people have called them racist. There was an interaction I just caught the start of in my last video, where at the end everyone was packing up, they was about to go home, and there was an African gentleman walking down the street, quite clearly in the clutches of a Mamba. I don't want to say Mamba attack, but he was very on the edge. He was, walking down the street, bent backed, wobbling around, and they sat him down, made sure he came round. A member of the team was quite open about the fact that he used to take Mamba, and it was ruining his life, and now he's managed to get himself sorted out, and he's looking to help as many people get off that awful drug as possible. So guys, there's another little pack made up, just a reminder of what we put in them for the homeless. 2 pairs of socks, a sweet treat this week, a bar of soap, and a razor. And of course, the zip seal bag comes in handy for keeping their things dry as well in this wet weather. So yeah, there's absolutely no racism displayed. They was more than happy to help him. They was finished with you know, what they'd come to do. They'd handed out as many donations as they could, and yet they still stopped to help that gentleman. So anyone who calls the Flagmen of Derby racist, I've seen it with my own two eyes. You're talking rubbish. But yes, guys, as we're saying, we have got enough things to make up 10 of these packs. Lots of socks, a whole pack of these. Oh, we've finished that packet of razors, another packet of razors, and plenty more soap. Soaps galore. So that's where the donations to this channel go. If you send a super chat, or if you send a super like or a thanks, if you send stars on Facebook or join the Facebook subscription, if you become a member here as well, all of that money goes directly to helping local good causes and some of my own money as well. But yeah, that's what we are all about when it comes to you guys paying us money. Let the big companies pay us for what we do. That's what ad revenue is there for. If you guys sign up to our membership program, that goes directly on things like this, because you know these don't come free. They're not cheap. We give up our time to be there as it is. So that's what goes out to support these things, is your guys' donations. Sorry for the crinkle crackle there. Just getting the last two socks out of that pack. So just a quick rundown once again of what's inside. 2 thick pairs of socks, one of the most requested items for homeless people across the country. Good pairs of socks. And then a bar of soap. Oh, sorry guys, getting into the packaging. A fresh, clean, brand new razor blade. And a sweet treat as a pick-me-up. As well as the bag it all comes in, that can be used for keeping things dry and keeping little bits and pieces safe in the wet weather. We're going to wrap that one up now. Anyone who's watched it live, thank you for watching. Anyone who watches after the live, thank you for watching. Anyone who makes a donation, really, really thank you. It means a big difference to us, to the Flagmen of Derby, and to the homeless people of Derby at the moment. As and when things get bigger on the side of donations, we can look at doing bigger and better projects. But as for now, this is something that I feel strongly about. A lot of these people need like drug counselling and support, and I know it is a struggle for them to get it. The problem that is homeless is a can that is constantly kicked down the road by government after government after government, not just a Labour one, but the Conservatives before then and before then. The Flagmen of Derby's argument is, well, if you can house the homeless of the rest of the world, why can't you get off your bottoms and do something for our own homeless, get them drug therapy and treatments that they need, and make a difference. But yeah, as we'll show, look, so that's 1 pack, 2 packs, 3 packs, 4, 5, 6 packets we've put together so far. We've got the materials for another 4, so that's going to be our donation. But yes, government, where's your dealing with of this? Why is this down to charitable people? Why is this down to the likes of myself, DJR Media, who's there every time the Flagmen are there? You know, people like Damien Harrison, who is one of the founders of the Flagmen of Derby, is very active. The Flagmen of Derby are active on Facebook and TikTok, I believe. And if you want to see more of their content and what they do, follow DJR Media or DJR Protest. But yeah, as for now, guys, we're going to wrap that up from NG10 Reports. I'm going to get the rest of these packs made up. We will be out in Derby at about 6 p.m. till about 8 p.m. this evening. So if you want to come along, say hello, show some support, or even make a small donation towards the homeless, it'd all be greatly appreciated, and we hope to see you then. We will be recording tonight, so not focusing on the homeless, but focusing on the good things that the Flagmen of Derby do. And we will we'll be out for a few hours tonight in the cold, helping people keep warm and putting some smiles on faces. We've also got a few little tents in the car. They're ready to be handed out, as well with a few other things that don't fit into these packs, like coats, blankets, and so on. So all of those will be going to the homeless tonight, and hopefully we can make a difference. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.